Thank you, World Ventures. Thank you, Kelly Esteta. Thank you, Aunt Gail Spears. Thank you, Dr. Patricia Bernard, for doing this a couple events ago and letting me know that it was possible for me to do it also. So, you guys, I am humbled, I'm honored, I'm crazy excited to be here with you, just to share tidbits about my life, about my story. And I'm hoping when you leave here today that I gave you just a little something that's gonna let you know that the next ladies event, you can be here too, okay? So is everybody ready for that? So I'm gonna just share my story with you guys so you understand who's standing here with you, and then I'm gonna also give you my World Venture story. On top of that, I'm gonna give you the couple nuggets that have pushed me along this way, because as women, we all know that we have different things that enable us to be successful in anything that we do. Any and everything that we do. And so I'm gonna share that with you guys today. So for everybody, my name is Hadiatu Dumbuya. I live in Detroit, Michigan. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio, where my family is. I grew up in a very, very strict African household. Both of my parents are from Sierra Leone. They came here as immigrants. My mom is just the most amazing person I've ever met in my life. She is the most loyal person. She taught me that the way for me to succeed is to just shine through and be me all day, every day. And so that woman came here from Sierra Leone and married a man she didn't know. They do arranged marriages in my family. So she came to the United States, married my father. They had 4 children. If there's any people that are out here that had a foreign background, you know that our parents are not just strict, they are strict. So because of that, I had to be crazy rebellious to be able to stand here on the stage today, you guys. My mom gave me morals and values, but what she also let me know is that sometimes the culture that you have will make you feel like you can't do certain things, and it's your job to continuously shine through and be you. And so I did that. I did that many different levels. I played soccer in college at Butler University, went there as a 4-ride collegiate athlete. I went there with no skill at all. It was all because I just worked really, really hard. I just knew that there was nobody in the world that could stop me from what I wanted, and so I got that 4-ride, and while I was there, I ended up working for the Indianapolis Colts. As I worked for the Colts, I just started to network, which we do every day. I networked, and as I networked, I put myself in a place where I became really close to some of the coaches. And because of that, as I graduated from college, I actually got offered an opportunity to work there. But me being me, what I decided to do was help a couple people out. See, I really like helping people. That's just me. That's my personality. Anybody that's been around me can kind of know that. And instead of taking the good job, what I did was I started nannying for one of the coaches because the mother of his child passed away. So I graduated from college and then I became a nanny. What do you think my mom felt like at that point? So I did that for a little bit, but I also knew that I wanted to continue to grow. So I moved to New York and I started working for the NFL. Everybody's dream job, right? So I moved there, but they did not value me at all. So I lasted a whopping 6 months in corporate America. And I moved to Detroit, started working for Robert Porcher, who played for the Detroit Lions, and I was his assistant. And that lifestyle was probably the lifestyle that I thought that I wanted because he provided everything. I didn't struggle for anything with him. He provided a lot of money. He gave me a lot of time, but here was my biggest issue. I couldn't be me. See, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to have my own empire, and I couldn't do that there. So what I did was I started my own business. That came with tons of sacrifices. I lost a lot of money doing it, but it allowed me to be me. Along that ride, what I learned, and you guys have all learned this with World Ventures, once something is yours, it's yours. And if you don't work it, it doesn't work. And so I ended up seeing this concept almost 3 years ago. I was in Cincinnati getting ready to donate my kidney to my brother, and a young man named Julian Bernard kept saying, "Yay!" He kept saying, "Guys, see this business that I have." And in my mind, I was like, I already have a business. And I'm gonna keep that. So So I avoided him. I just kept avoiding him, but you guys gotta understand this. If you know somebody can be really great at this concept or you believe in them, you do whatever you have to do to get them to see it, and that's exactly what he did. He put a video on, I saw it, I got really, really excited, but I went home to my really strict African mom. And I said, Mom, guess what? I'm gonna start another business. And she said, look, you're about to have surgery. And I did not tell you this, but me and your brother just lost our jobs. So really, that little $300 a year about to spend, you probably should keep it in case we end up needing it later. But me, being me, I was like, I'm gonna try this out because if this works, she'll never have to work a day in her life, so who cares? So I got started, I shared it with my best friend, who is the most analytical person I've ever met in my life. And she loved it, so I was like, everybody's gonna love this. I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. So I went to her, she got started, but then you guys, I went to everybody else that I knew, like my friends, and they all told me no. And I want you guys to understand that they never paid your bills before. So if any of you guys are feeling like nobody supported you, none of my friends supported me, none of my family supported me, except for my brother, who I donated my kidney to. He had no choice. Okay? He did. Okay? I'll say that nobody did it, but I just knew I still wanted to be me. See, I'm the girl that likes to wake up when she wants to wake up. I'm not really good with rules. And this allows you to shape it into whatever you want, and that's why I love it. And so I continue to share this concept. I moved fairly quickly to me. I moved to marketing director in 13 months, so I was excited about that. But then I hit a slump. Is there anybody in this room that's hit a slump? Yeah. It's like a brick wall. You think you're gonna get through and it's like nothing's happening. So this is what I did. I remembered me. I'm a helper, that's what I like to do. I love helping people. That's why I went back to Cincinnati to help my brother. I love helping people. So what I did was, when I hit that slump, I started helping people. These people did not benefit me financially at all. There are 2 women that got to residual income that were not in my downline, but I worked with them tirelessly every day. Here's why. My team wasn't doing anything, and I needed that activity and repetition.
We love you.
Repetition will get you wherever you need to go with this, right? So I just continued to work with them and work with them and work with them. And what I found was 2 new best friends through that. But on top of it, it allowed me to push to R&D. Here's why. Whatever you put out, you get back. And so I took that focus off of just me, like trying to hit my rank, and I started thinking about, what about the whole team? What about all these women that have been fighting? What about the single moms that I know? What about my friends that have really good jobs but hate it? What about my friends that are struggling to pay their bills? They might not be in my downline. What if I can help them? And so I just changed my whole focus. I changed it into that, and I started helping. It allowed me to hit that rank, but what it also allowed me to do was allow me to know that I have a voice. See, it took me about 10 months to stand in front of a room to present to anybody. I was so scared. I swore up and down I would never get in front of the room, that I was just gonna make it to IMD sitting in the bed. I was like, I'm gonna invite, they say just invite, so I'm gonna keep inviting all these people, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I realized that the day that I went and stood in front of that room, I empowered some other ladies in that room to do the exact same thing.
Woo!
So I found a way that I can help. That's what I like to do, I like to help. And so this journey for me, you guys, has been very, very rewarding, but more than rewarding, it has allowed me to find my purpose. I've made some decent money in my life. I've made 6 figures very, very early, but when you don't have purpose behind it, as quickly as you make it, that bad boy goes away. When you find a way to do what you are supposed to do, everything starts working out. But you gotta understand this. You, everybody in this seat, you're enough. You're enough. So you don't have to try to be somebody else's being successful. successful in this and have to do everything they did. I know there's a lot of people that think you have to be crazy red and you have to yell at people to make this work. You don't have to do that. You just got to work on being the best you possible. You. Every woman in here has something very, very unique about them. And once you start tweaking and perfecting that, your light will allow you to shine through. And so what I found with World Ventures was, although I love to share and help people, I also like to know that those people that I'm helping are doing the exact same thing for other people too. See how I built this is all off of that, and those that help, I'm gonna always help. So I want you guys to start thinking as you're sitting here, those of you guys that are in slumps, that are going through some different things, who have you helped lately? Who have you helped that does not benefit you financially? Who? Can you think of anybody? See, start thinking about that, you guys, because whatever you put out, you get back. You get to find ways for you to shine once you start being a really good person on the inside, and that's what I work on daily. Those that have ever been around me understand. I'm never going to tell you to be somebody else. I'm just going to say I want the best version of you possible. And so through this process and even just seeing all these people here, I'm in complete amazement. I'm amazed that me, who's scared to talk in front of anybody, can stand up here and do this today. But I know that the reason I'm able to do it is because I know that something, I don't know what, something that I said today is going to help somebody in this room. I'm hoping. So as I leave you guys here today, you know, I just want you to understand that whatever struggle that you're going through today, it's just today. It goes away unless you make it stay. My friends laughed at me all the time. My best friend is over there and she tried cracking up. Because she's like, how do you just wash things away? And I'm like, if I don't, I'm dirty all the time. Right? You guys wash your clothes all the time, so it's clean. That's how you gotta feel about your spirit. Somebody does you wrong, you know, Kelly said it, she's like, we hold on to everything. Somebody does you wrong, who cares? Move on anyway. You guys all had a reason why you started this. It was not for you to get your bestest friend in the world, it was for you to find your purpose within you. So don't ever let any of those obstacles stop us as women. See, I want it to be to the point that this World Ventures Women's Day, that has to be 2 or 3 hours, because there's so many women that gotta shine. I want it to be to the point where the person that's sitting in the way back and they're like, you know what, I just am really afraid to talk in front of anybody, that you realize the day that you step out of that you might go ahead and change somebody else's life. You know, so I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm hoping that I gave you guys something that you can grab onto, but most importantly, this is what I want from you. I want you to know that you are enough. So thank you, World Ventures, for having me out here today.